The story begins with Officer Ansta waking up his son Michael and being violent. While sleeping, Ansta and Michael remains a soldier in the future, to be proud of him and to be able to rely on himself. But he always treats Michael's son harshly, and he thinks that this way will make him this man. He also has control over the smallest details his own life, and of course, what he doesn't like. His father does not want to be a soldier in the future, and then we get Maya's stepmother and sister who married her after his wife died. While Maya was preparing the food, we saw Ansto and Michael sitting at the dining table, and Stu asks Michael to sing the anthem to him, the national of the army, and we know that you always. He saves it and makes him listen to it all the time, and starts. Michael hears the army's national anthem, and he's deaf, and he's a soldier at Insto. He presents the anthem to the officers who are older than him, and he's doing all this to get him ready for the army. But Maya feels sorry for Michael, and when Michael gets confused in the anthem, forget it. He gets angry, and then Maya intervenes and pushes for Michael, and you tell him that he is still young and in need. It will be a while before Michael gets upset with her, because she came to take his mother's place, and he doesn't accept it. He thanks her even though she defended him and made him forget what happened. It is noted that Michael deals with Maya in a way. It's not good. They get angry with him and hit him in the leg. But Maya tells him to consider that there is nothing wrong. Something happened, and you're treating Michael kindly. Before he went to work in the army, he asked Michael takes care of the house while he is away. And he passes by and calls Maya and says to her, "Mom." But Michael gets angry at him and tells him that the water is not my mother. And then Anston gets jealous of him. They hit, and Michael tells Anston, "If my mother, the truth is you couldn't do anything to me." All this, but Aniston tells him, "Your mother died," and Ulazg leaks intelligently and then comes back to say, "You're my soldier, not my son." And Maya says Lenstow that Michael is still young and that he needs to lighten up. It's a little while before Aniston tells her that Michael, his age is appropriate, and that this is my son and I am God in the way which I like, and also tells her that he must perston. He remains a self-reliant man and joins the army. And he knows that if anything goes wrong in the house, she sent Michael to fix it. And he also tells her, I want any stranger to enter the house. I'm not exists, and then walks and leaves it to go the army, and the second day Maya goes to the supermarket. But the car breaks down and refuses to go to Michael to help her, but when she comes to, you will find him in his room without clothes and doing things. It's for teenagers, and the strange thing is that she keeps looking on it and watch it, but Michael, when he takes care, Maya apologizes to him and tells him that she didn't notice when he told her when she needed it. Something happened too. He call me and don't come in, leave the room. She tells him that the car is broken and the engine is not. He wants to work, and Michael goes to try to fix the engine and his brain is hitting the hood. The car, and then May is afraid of him and goes reassure him and also apologize to him because she entered his room without permission and he said, "Forget what you saw on, tell him normal. We have secrets and I'm like your mother," but Michael gets upset with her and says, "You're not my mother." And time here, Aniston calls Maya and she tells him that the car broke down and he says, "Give her the phone to the son of the failure," and says to him, "If you do not the elf engine, I will throw you out of the house," because the soldiers, they always rely on themselves and they become men. Then Michael gets angry and gives the phone to May. Then next day he goes to try to fix the car. But he doesn't know how to fix it and he really feels he is a failure, and he tells the lowest person that he will call with the mechanic, but you prefer to encourage him and tell him, "You will be able to fix it on your own because you are smart and because gratting. When your father comes back from the army, he will be proud of you. He knows that you fixed the car by yourself." But Maya is sure. She was walking pretending that her leg hurt and she was going to fall down earth, and then Michael runs on it because he helps her, and Maya keeps saying sweet things to him and also feed on it and also think that it is help her and keep looking into his eyes, and then Michael develops feelings for her and wants to. He enters into a relationship with him. Buta at the last moment thinks that she is his father's wife and away from her at night. Michael is watching TV and finds Maya is coming to him wearing sexy clothes, and she goes to sit next to him and tells him that she's not coming. She leaps and keeps flirting with him and telling him that he is distinctive, and you also know that anything will happen between them will remain a secret. And of course Michael, because a teenager, he weakens in front of her and enters into a relationship with her and another. One day she was in the kitchen and Michael came in. He was happy and told her that he knew how to fix it, Arabic, but she tells him that the subject that what happened yesterday will remain a secret and will not work. It happens again. And Michael tells her, I don't know. You are so kind, and I think I started to love you. But the strange thing is, they're getting closer every day, like they're lovers. Maya is interested in Michael and is happy that her husband is not there, and she lives a love story with Michael, to the point that she removed his father's picture from the bedroom. But the strange thing is that Michael prefers to calculate relationships, who entered it with Maya and writes it in his notebook. Date and time. And the next day, Michael brings him 100 cards as a gift. But they get surprised and he gets upset and goes to her own garage to talk to her, and Maya asks for Michael to stay away from her. So she doesn't say Nestu on everything that happened while he was not present, and when Michael finds her talking to him like this and gets angry with her, and she came to him and tried to get them into he has a relationship with force, but Maya gets jealous of him and beats him, and forget when he hears a noise comes to the Malam. And he sees Michael and he's a mess in the face, and Maya she catches up to him and tells him that he fell in his face and forgot he jets angry at his son and tells him that he's a failure. They know that they are going on a trip to the lake. He also tells him that you will never be a man as long as you act like this, and the next day you forget. And Michael Bacon riding the boat in the sea and stew, he would be absent-minded while fishing, but Michael would be with a knife and baker that he kills his father. But in this moment, Ansto tells Michael everything. I'm doing this with you because I love you and want you to be man and stay in my back. And so I want you to enter the army and be a man, because the army is the one. It will make you strong and able to face all life's difficulties. And then Michael gets upset with himself that he wants his father to die and feels regret because his father he loves him and he hates him, and at night they have dinner. Michael takes his father and Bio's gun towards him, and he tells him that he was getting into a relationship every day with his wife and he wanted to take revenge on her and become a man as she wants, and was doing this topic every now and then. He's in the army and these relationship dates are written in my notebook, date and time, and tells him also I worked so to be conscious and responsible man. They know that he's more knowledgeable about being a man with his wife. Soldiers do the same, but Anston, he laughs at his words and tells him, I am proud of you, and he feels that he is a liar, and tells him also, I am not, I'm angry with you, because I know you're good, and I want my son to be a man and brave and do it. He believes and takes it as his mind. And then Anston, he sits and finishes eating with complete indifference. But in what? Something happened, and he asks them to stay and complete dinner. And of course, not every father means in his son, so that this is not the result. And up to here, my friend, we have reached the end.